My name is William.
And I'm Audia.
We're students at St. Bernard High School in Playa del Rey, California. Thanks for tuning in today as we go over the concept of solving absolute value equations.
Now, let's make sure we actually know what an absolute value is.
How do you recognize an absolute value? Let's show you one and see if you can figure it out.
Like this 5, absolute values always appear in between two straight bars. What is an absolute value? It is the distance that a number is from 0. So, what does that mean?
Let me explain. The absolute value of 3 is 3, and the absolute value of -3 is also 3, because they are both 3 places away from 0. If you think about it, there is no such thing as a negative distance. Have you ever walked a negative mile? You can't, so absolute values can never be negative. Got it? Great. Now, let's go on to solve an absolute value equation.
Let's go for it.
The directions say to solve for x, but as you can see, our x is inside of an absolute value. So, what do we do? The first step is to get the absolute value alone on one side. Is our absolute value alone right now? No, it has a 9 with it. Get rid of the 9, and because it is -9, we add 9 to both sides.
Now that our absolute value is alone on one side, we simply remove the absolute value bars and then solve for x.
Now, we start isolating the x by adding 2 to both sides. Then, we divide by 3.
The first value we have for x is 4, but we're only halfway there. We have to remember that an absolute value can be the result of either the positive or negative variation of the same number. In this problem, 4 is the positive variation of our absolute value, but we still need to solve for the negative variation. How do we do this? We start by going back to the isolated absolute value.
With the absolute value isolated, the first step in solving for the negative variation is to multiply everything on the opposite side of the absolute value by -1. Let's see what I mean. That's it. You can now go ahead and solve for x just like we did earlier. Start by getting rid of the absolute value bars. And now our two solutions for x, 4 and -8/3.
Thanks for joining us today at St. Bernard High School.
Please come and watch any part of the video at any time. We'll still be here.
Good luck out there.